Hello, welcome to this edition of Weather Watch, Millersville University's exclusive weather news program. I'm your host, Ben Bonner. Well, let's get you caught up with the weather that made headlines over these last few weeks with your weather in 60 seconds. Above average temperatures for the Winter Olympics in Sochi, wildfires in southeastern Australia, and Winter Storm Nika in the northeastern United States are all a part of your weather in 60 seconds. The city of Sochi was flooded by warm air rising off the Black Sea during the Winter Olympics, causing temperatures to reach the high 50s, low 60s. This warm air melted some of the snow and turned it into slush going down the mountainside. These conditions made it difficult for some skiers and snowboarders to stay on their feet. Heading over to southeastern Australia, wildfires are blazing with more than 70 fires burning across the state of Victoria. At least 30 homes were destroyed, which makes this the worst fire since a 2009 blaze killed 173 people. Coming back to the United States, Winter Storm Nika slammed the Northeast with snow totals upwards of 1 foot in parts of Pennsylvania and New York. This storm produced significant icing along the roads and power lines with reports of up to at least a ½ inch of ice. Pennsylvania also experienced the most power outages with this storm, with more than 625,000 people left without power. That'll do it for your weather in 60 seconds. Temperature and pressure go hand in hand. As one goes up, so does the other, and vice versa. Mr. Weather and Hailey Storm take you more in depth between the relationship of temperature and pressure in this edition of the Weather Workshop.
Hello and welcome to the Weather Workshop. I'm Mr. Weather.
And I'm Hailey Storm. Mr. Weather, I was just wondering if there is a relationship between temperature and pressure.
That's a great question, Hailey. Many may wonder if there's a relationship between temperature and pressure. The simple answer is that there is. When you go up in the atmosphere, pressure drops and so does temperature. So that means there's a correlation between temperature and pressure.
Mr. Weather, I'm a visual learner. Do you think we could show this through an experiment?
That's exactly what I was thinking, Hailey. We can do an experiment that I like to call the candle trick. Here are the things we need for this experiment. First, we need a flat dish, a lighter, some food coloring, a candle, a jar or cup, and a bottle of water. Hailey, first we're going to take the dyed water and pour it into the dish.
What's next?
Now, we take the lit candle and place it in the center of the dish.
Now what?
Now I put the jar over the candle. Look what happens.
Wow, that's so cool. So what caused the flame to go out and the water to rise within the jar?
Well, Hailey, when we put the jar over the candle, the flame heated the air above it, using up all the oxygen, which caused it to go out. Then, the temperature cooled within the jar, lowering the pressure below standard atmospheric pressure. This caused the water to rise to equalize it.
That's awesome. So, Mr. Weather, how does this concept apply to our atmosphere, and how does it relate to temperature and pressure?
Great question. Well, as you see from this experiment, when the temperature dropped within the jar, it was due to low pressure. In our atmosphere, when temperature drops, pressure drops. When temperature rises, pressure rises. So, every kilometer you go up in the atmosphere, it usually drops 6 degrees Celsius. This is called a lapse rate.
So temperature and pressure go hand in hand and are related by the lapse rate?
Sure thing. Lapse rate is fundamental for meteorologists to use. It can help tell where clouds will form in the atmosphere. Now that you understand the relationship between temperature and pressure, I hope you join us next time in the Weather Workshop.
Winters like this one make it difficult to travel safely, whether it be walking to class or driving around town. Snow and ice always seem to be waiting. Weather Watch's Andrew Yarosh has more on how Millersville University has handled this winter outbreak.
Throughout this semester, Millersville's many maintenance employees have been put to the test, and at times working around the clock trying to keep our roads, parking lots, and sidewalks clear of the large amounts of snow and ice. But with multiple snow days already so far this semester, it has been seen that we cannot always beat Mother Nature. for at times she has gotten the best of us during these latest winter blasts.
Some nights I was kind of worried about my drive home just because it is a half hour.
It hasn't been the best, and most of the times when it was really bad, we didn't have class.
A lot of issues with getting to and from downtown, few roads closing.
It's been very challenging to the entire campus, but the students have been doing a great job keeping up on their work, getting to classes. That's what I'm hearing from the faculty.
This year, we've canceled more classes in one winter than I've experienced in my whole career.
It's been an unusual winter for us with so many snowstorms coming through, and the magnitude of those snowstorms and the amount of snowfall that we've had, as well as some of the wintry mixes that we've had that have been very, very challenging for the campus.
Along with classes being canceled, there are many procedures our university follows to keep its faculty and students safe during times of inclement weather.
We bring in the crews early at 4 to be prepared. Of course, they have all the equipment ready and the supplies ready. At 5 o'clock, the phone calls start and we get input from the university police on the conditions outside the university. In other words, we have to consider the staff, the faculty, the students who have to get to the campus, not just the campus itself. And then we talk to the facilities folks who are out on campus and they give us an update on the conditions. We're constantly talking, getting the latest information.
Communication is key at Millersville to ensure safety and inform our community about emergencies. In this case, winter weather.
We have MU Alert. That's the text messaging system that allows students to get on their smartphones a text message that tells them whether the school will be delayed or in opening or closed.
Use common sense on whether you absolutely need to travel, whether you're walking across campus or you're driving to campus or driving home from campus. Is it essential and can you wait?
So stay safe and have good judgment when it comes to poor weather. With that said, the overall consensus is that this winter has been very harsh.
It's been the worst, I would say.
Well, I know statistically it has been one of the worst.
It's terrible.
I don't remember a winter like this in the last 6 years or prior to my arrival here at Millersville.
When I was applying for the job, everybody reassured me that the winters in Millersville were very, very mild. So, of course, I was taken off guard by this winter being very similar to what I've been used to.
Mother Nature may have gotten the upper hand at times this winter, but due to the perseverance of our maintenance department and supporting staff, they have been able to keep up with whatever this harsh winter has thrown at them, and they will surely be ready for more. Reporting for Weather Watch, I'm student meteorologist Andrew Yarosh.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, that just about does it for this episode of Weather Watch. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at the addresses shown below. You can also visit our website, muweatherwatch.com, to view all of our previous episodes. For those of you at home, thanks for watching, and be sure to check us next time.